My goodness, my hair's a little wet. I hate having wet hair, but you guys are important, so I hopped on here without my hair fully dry because that's how amazing. That's how much you mean to me. All right, so hop on, hop on, hop on. Say hello. Tell me where you're from. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Giving you a second. Good morning. Hi, May. Hello. I hope you're having a beautiful morning. We have had this. Yes, Michelle, good morning. It's hump day. We have had a woodpecker pecking on the outside of the house, which is so crazy. And I swear I just thought I heard it again, but I don't think that's what that was. Good morning, April. So it's kind of cool, right? Because, I mean, honestly, I don't know that I've really seen a woodpecker before, but he probably shouldn't be pecking into the house. But anyway, there he is. Crocheting. Oh my gosh, have you seen my marshmallow mug hats? You should make marshmallow mug hats. I don't know if I have any in here. Do I? Yeah. Have you seen them? Let me grab some. It's a mess in here, but I'll show you. If you can crochet these are like the hottest thing ever. On Etsy. They're these little mug hats and they go on my little marshmallow cups. I don't have any marshmallow cups in here, but they're so freaking cute. So here are my bee ones. As I put away my Christmas one day, I'm getting out my bee decor for summer. So in summer, I decorate with bees and lemonade. So I have these super cute little guys. Oh, my feet are so cold. So crochet some mug hats and start selling them. I'll buy some from you. Okay, so let's talk. Let's talk about it. First, so I don't forget, this Sunday, I am not going to be doing a live healing session. I'm not going to be going live at a scheduled time because here's what we're doing. As we transition into spring, Sundays are a very family day for us. So we are going to start I'm going to start blocking off time starting on February. What day will that be? Let's look. Starting on February. Yeah, well, that's beautiful. Starting on February 1st, I'm going to do the live session and the longer Saka to a moment that we're having today at night on a Monday. So we're going to call it Monday healing instead of Sunday healing. And probably we'll keep that at 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. So I will make a post because I already know what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about let it go, let it go. Yeah, I'm not in Frozen, but we're going to talk about letting things go. Okay, because that's really difficult sometimes to let things go. So I will put up the post about that. I will do live healings and live healing sessions. So you can always message me. I prefer to do someone that we haven't done before just because for lots of reasons. But if we don't, then I'm always open to working on one of you guys. But here's what I think I'll do. If I don't get a volunteer, then when we go live, I'll just ask someone if they would love for me to release an inherited trapped emotion because those ones are really cool. So we'll figure out who you inherited it from, what trapped emotion it is, how many generations it goes back. And if you have any biological kiddos, I'll tell you who you actually gave it to. And the beauty of it is we release it from all of them as well. Good morning, Lisa. Okay, guys, so let's talk today about our little moment of pick me up. Beautiful thing that I was thinking about this morning. So I have a post. I'm going to find it actually. I haven't posted it yet, but let me tell you what it is because it really struck me. It was one of those like super simple ones. And I was like, ooh, that's good. But it's like literally 2 sentences. No, it is not the one about the toilet. I saved a lot of stuff today. This is what I do. I save all my posts in the morning and then I have an automated poster thing that posts them all day long. So it's really cool. Well, wow. Now I'm not going to be able to find it. but it's really that good. Well, howdy ho. What do you, oh, there it is. Yes, maybe I did post this already. Okay, ready? Pay attention to who you're with when you feel your best. Pay attention to who you're with when you feel your best. When I read that one, I'm glowing today. It's my light. I have a studio light. I'm not going to lie. So yes, I'm glowing, right? It's not really me glowing. I have a studio light, which is actually super obnoxious because it's so bright, but at the same time, it's so dark in here if I don't have it. So it's like when I try to look into the camera so that I'm talking to you guys, I'm feeling like I'm blind. I keep telling myself, I will get used to it. This is part of stardom. Just kidding. I don't know. Maybe I won't get used to it. It might give me a migraine. But anyway, okay. So pay attention to who you're around when you feel really good, when you feel your best. I was talking or working with a client. We were talking about a family member, and I'm shining bright like a diamond. Thank you. She was talking about this family member, and she was saying specifically at this time, like, she's not in contact with the family member. And I was like, okay, I'll never be the one to probably encourage you to make amends with a person unless there are certain stipulations that have been met. And I said, tell me a little bit more about this, because we're working on potentially releasing some trapped emotions surrounding this event or a person, or you can have energy cords with people, right, that we want to dissolve. And so she was telling me how, well, this person, goes in the typical roller coaster up and down. Person says something and they get into a disagreement. And then later, for some reason, and this is a family member. So, right, human nature just puts us back together, and we kind of just sometimes start talking again, maybe not even with any, and here's the keyword of the day, right? Accountability. Without any accountability going on, and we just get back into this relationship, and then what happens? It happens again. And then we're like, what's going on with that? And then the situation just continues. It's just really ugly cycle. So here's the problem with when you're looking at a relationship and you're like, do I give this person another chance? I'm going to tell you for me what it is. And it will probably make a lot of sense for you guys as well. And when you're think about past relationships where maybe you've actually had someone that you had an issue with, and then you were able to fix it and things were fine, compared to a person that you did have a relationship with, you tried to fix it and it wasn't. Okay. So here's accountability. How do you know when someone's being truly accountable for what they've done? And the little word that goes with that is, a person, in order to be somewhat accountable, actually has to face a little bit of darkness. And what do I mean by that? So if you do something to someone and it hurts them, you have to self-reflect enough that you get into a space of a little bit of darkness, right? Because we have to visit that spot where we feel a little bit of remorse. We feel a little bit of, I did something wrong to someone, and that doesn't feel good. Because if you are, let's use money. Money's a great one, right? Because money's like the evil of all evils. Let's say that I borrow someone money and they don't pay it back. Okay. And so then maybe it's not even a lot of money. Let's just say it's like $25. So it's irritating to me because they haven't paid it back. But let's say they've done this more than once. And so then it just gets to a point where, they ask again, I'm like, I don't feel comfortable borrowing you money because you're not able to pay it back. And so then what happens, right? The person gets pissed off because I'm the one cutting them off from their using, they're not getting anything from me anymore, right? So Dave and I had some friends like 2 years ago that did this. It was horrible. And the moment that we were like, no more, like, we can't give anymore, right? We became the mean people. We became the jerks, and we don't care, and we're not kind, and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, these people, maybe it's a sibling. So then all is well, it kind of settles down. And maybe then like 8 months from now, maybe they paid you back. Okay. Let's just say that they did. Maybe they did. And then maybe they want to come back and they're like, hey, I'm really in a bad spot and I need to borrow some money again. So ultimately, like, your red flag comes up and you're like, oh, is this a good idea? Because I don't want to get into this cycle again. And for me, it's okay. So how did this end last time? Did the person pay me back because they felt like they were forced to? Did the person pay me back because they actually were like, hey, I know that I did you wrong and I feel really bad about it. And I want you to know that ultimately what I did wasn't correct. And I spent the money on a dining room table instead of paying you back. And I know that that was totally wrong and super selfish of me. And I know that I took away from your family at Christmas. And, there's some deepness there. There's some deepness there. Accountability is not saying, I'm sorry. I'm sorry is the most like worthless word. It really is. If there's nothing behind the word I'm sorry means diddly. I'm sorry is a cheap way for someone to get out of something by just telling you what they think you want to hear. So for me, I'm sorry has to have some depth behind it. Okay, tell me why you're sorry. You self-reflect back to me what you did, and then I'll decide if you have accountability and if you really understand what happened, because just telling me that I'm sorry means nothing. So, okay, let's talk about it. Tell me why you're sorry. And if a person can't self reflect and they're just like, well, because I don't know. Yeah, right. I don't know. You don't know. They haven't gone into any of the darkness where they actually feel some remorse and they're like, wow, what I did was really, really, really mean. And it really, makes them think about what they did. Mate, like I'm totally with you. Forcing people to apologize, right? I don't want a forced apology from anyone. Like we all know that I've had issues with a family member. And the other day, like a higher clergy in the church was like, hey, we can get together and all mediate and we can talk about this. And I was like, yeah, no. I'm like, because at this point, I know if that person reaches out, family member is also in my church clergy. I'm like, at this point, if that family member reaches out now, it's totally forced. Like they've been told, like you have to fix this or you can't hold your leadership. Like, no, I don't want that. Like I'm not into forced crap. So I'm with you, mate. Like forced apologies from children too. Like right when you tell your kid, you have to say sorry. No, I'm going to be more like, hey, I want you to think about what just happened. And I want you to think about how that made someone else feel. And why don't you think about it for a little bit and then come back and tell mommy what you're thinking about it. I want them to self-reflect. I don't want just to tell them you're sorry. That means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. Okay, guys, there you go. Don't forget, if you share any of my videos, you're entered to win socks. And the socks that we're giving away on Friday are the cute bee socks, right? Plus you get a free session with moi, yours truly. And if you're like, I don't understand what your sessions are, you can go check it out. It's blockedemotions.com. I have videos on there. It's super, super cool. I've helped lots of you that are on here right now get rid of chronic pain, knee issues, back issues, migraines, you name it, we got it. So there you go. So you can share the actual sock post or you can share any of my videos and it enters you to win. And then I make the announcement on Friday. You don't have to be live to win the socks. If you won socks previously, please know that they are on their way. I shipped everything that everyone had won last week. Saturday, Monday, Friday. I think I shipped everything on Friday. It is taking an immense long amount of time for stuff to get to people. It used to take like a day or two, and now it's taking forever. I actually just tracked one of my own shipments, some shirts, and they shipped on the 12th, and they are currently stuck somewhere, and they are supposed to be here tomorrow, which is really long for how long it should take. So your socks should be there because I shipped them first class on like 2 days. And I think the last person I sent them to took 2 weeks. So whatever, I can't control the mail system. Can't control mails either. Okay, so my sock of the day is sorry, not sorry. Totally feel it. I totally am feeling it. Sorry, not sorry. I'm not really sorry. Right? I thought it went well with accountability. Are you really sorry? You're not sorry. You just want to tell me you're sorry. So, okay, guys. All right. Love you bunches. So mark your calendars. February 1st will be our next Sunday session. I'm going to take this week off because I'm going to rearrange things a little bit. Oh, yeah. So the 1st of February, that's when we're going to do it again. Okay. All right, guys. Love you. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Don't forget to be yourself and